Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another video about real estate, specifically real estate in Fort Myers Beach, real estate in Southwest Florida. And this video is all about flipping. So we all know what flipping is, right? You buy a house, you fix it up a little bit, you put it back on the market, or you just buy a super undervalued house, distressed seller, and you put it back on the market and you make a profit. Flipping, good idea or bad idea in Fort Myers Beach? Or should I say recommended or not recommended?
Always recommended. The problem is getting the right price. Our market is moving quickly, and we are finding that even though the worst properties, it's hard to get the right price in order to fix it up and make a decent return on the sales side of it. I believe Fort Myers Beach, and the reason why I brought all my investors from off island to the island, and that's Fort Myers Beach Island, is because it's a buy and hold. The revenue generated from vacation rental is substantially more than it is on an annual basis. Your return, I believe, is higher, okay? And it's based on purchasing it right, obviously fixing it up, furnishing it, and then putting it into a property management. We happen to be connected to a management company called Coastal Vacation Properties. They manage all our properties on the island.
So when you talk about, and I've witnessed this, being down here now 3 times, and I've invested in some real estate, some commercial real estate, some residential real estate. The cap rate or the rate of return on your investment here on the beach in the vacation rental sector seems to be almost twice, if not 3 times as much on the income side if you're just doing a regular 12-month rental. If I'm just renting out to grandma who wants to move here and I'm giving her a monthly rate, it seems to be 2 or 3 times more. Now, I'm not trying to get you to quote me, right, or get a quote from you, but it seems that because January, February, and March, you can charge so much more for a nightly stay in a house that you're getting an extreme amount of return on your investment. Is this why you're saying buy and hold as opposed to flipping?
This is correct, Nick. So when you find the right property, and this is the reason why I have partnerships in other businesses, because we control our costs by fixing up these properties at a reasonable rate, making sure that they're designed properly for the rental market, and then actually putting it into the right rental agency that will get you the highest revenue return. It is higher. It is definitely higher. You definitely have a lot more people coming in and out. But if the construction's done right, you continue to have repairs even on a new property because of the amount of individuals
in and out.
In and out, correct. But you got to factor that into your business model, and we always do that. And so having the right agent to know not only what the property's worth, what it's going to be worth when it's fixed up, but also the construction costs, how much is to furnish the place, and then what kind of revenue in the end that it will produce.
I've made some other videos about this, and I've done some homework. I put some links to some of the other videos about Airbnb and HomeAway and short-term rentals, and the homework that I've done 2 to 3 times more what you would get on a yearly rental. That's not his code, that's my code. Have you witnessed that?
Yes. We're currently sitting in a 5-plex that we finished up in February of last year. This is the first true season we're going to run through. I'll give you some numbers, and when we purchased this property, we paid $750,000. We do have
that's 5 units.
That's 5 units.
Apartments.
Yep, 321s. I'm sorry, 2 3-2s. Okay, and we are directly across the street from the beach. Literally, with furnished in-ground pool, correct. Outside. In between the middle, we are actually on water. We're sitting over.
In the back.
Yeah, we have a canal sitting at one of the units, overlooking one of the units. We also have in this unit, from a remodel standpoint, right around $500,000, including furnishings.
So total cost in for buying and renovation is what?
A little over 1.2.
Okay.
All said and done.
Okay.
Now,
What's it
When we
generating?
purchased this property, it was generating $78,000 annually. It was grossing that. It netted 52,000. Those
Wow,
were the numbers
on a 5 unit.
on a 5 unit.
This
That's
almost
correct.
sounds pathetic.
Yes, and it was the renters.
Were they yearly renters?
They were annual, correct.
Got it. Got it.
Correct.
Okay.
So they had a lease for 12 months, and they were bringing on an average between $1,200 and $1,600 a month, depending on the unit. We came in, we have purchased it at the right price. We put the money into the property, and we're now sitting at this 5 units. We projected 200 for the first year, 220 for the second year, and 240 for the third year.
So you more than doubled.
Correct,
You
absolutely.
more than
Yeah,
doubled.
we are projecting now this from February to February this year, we should hit over 225.
Okay. So at let's say 1.3, you got your money back in 6.5 years, 7 years.
That is correct.
That's still a great investment. Okay, so we're talking a little bit about buying home, but I want to get a little bit into home flipping. So I happen to agree with you. I love cash flow, right? So I like to have a property that keeps giving me money. But if I was gonna flip, where's the best scenario on the beach? So when I drive up and down the beach, what I've seen is that there's not a lot of opportunity on the other side because, as we mentioned in other videos, there's a lack of inventory. On the beach, is there an opportunity for a demo and flip, or a buy and renovation and flip because it's on the water? Do you
Yes.
think there's more opportunity there as opposed to across the street?
I think
You're not into that?
I think the higher end is where you want to be, and the reason being is because the inventory that's currently on the market right now, there's new construction, and they're hitting top dollar. If you can buy the right price, a home for the right price in areas where they're on a canal, they have a boat, and they can actually get into the Gulf of Mexico from a boat. Um, that's probably the area that I could see that you could actually flip, because you can fix it up and you can put the money into it, and you can push the envelope a little bit.
Now, I guess the safety net here is, and why I don't do buy and flips, because, right, if you get stuck in a downward market,
Yeah.
where the market turns, now you're stuck holding on to this inventory. But here it seems to be that there's a little bit of a safety net with the buy and flips, right? Because if you invest in the property, you increase the value, you can sell it for, call it 20, 30, 40% more, whatever it may be. If there is a downturn in the market, there's still the rental market.
That's correct.
And in addition to just a rental market where you have a 12-month rental where there's a safety net, here you have the added layer of the vacation rental, which we talked about,
Yeah.
right? Where you're now 2, 3 times what you would have been if you were a yearly rental. So is that what you're recommending to some of your investors and your buyers? Is that kind of the angle that they're taking when they come here?
That is correct. Even on new construction. And the reason being is because if you can't sell, you put it into the rental market. And even down a downturn of the economy, we did see we did take a hit here in the beach for rentals, but it wasn't nearly as substantial. It was off the beach. We do continue to have the same type of revenue because individuals who are retired have their vacation caked into their investment or their portfolio. They're able to come down here and spend a month or 2 months, and they've been coming here for 20 years. So I'm sure that they've experienced a few different downturns. So there is a safety net, and it's actually one of the ones that I do promote, because I do get to ask that question. What happens if you get caught? And we've all experienced that, especially over the past 5 to 8 years, coming out of the downturn that we had here in the Lee County.
Right?
Yeah, yeah. So I have learned that, if you set it up, no matter what, as a vacation rental, and why I say that is because, once again, going back to only 7% of the people that live here full time. Everybody else is either a second home or it's an investment.
An investment.
That's correct.
All right. So if they do want to buy a house here to flip or to rent out, where do they find you?
Oh, they can reach me on my cell at 239-645-1758. You can email me, Peter at askagentalbert.com, or you can visit my website, peteralbertrealestate.com.
And we'll put all the links in the bottom of the video. Stay tuned for more videos, guys.